Hey guys, Anime Essentials review number 2. And today, yeah, I did say in the last video I was gonna review some manga that I had, and I'm gonna show you some manga that I have left over that I was gonna do last video, but I kind of extended it over 10 minutes, so I made it 16. But I was just having a little bit of fun reviewing stuff. Um, I did review The Fullmetal Alchemist. Yeah, I reviewed. Wait, did I? Yeah, I reviewed the Fullmetal Alchemist mangas that I had. I told you about the show and all that. And I reviewed the anime that I had in my collection right now. Friend from school is borrowing my box set Hellsing right now, as for now, and she's borrowing it, and she's gonna let me give it back to me as soon as she's done with it, if that matters to you at all. Today here's Naruto. Yes, you've heard of the show. It's famous. It has like it has the main show. I think it had like 2 seasons or 1 season. Put that down in the comments. You know what I mean? How many seasons the original show had? But it does have a lot more branched shows off the original series. There's Boruto, which is the newest Naruto series. If you haven't seen it at all, it's on Adult Swim, and you can watch it on anime sites like Just Dubs. That's where I watch my anime. Don't worry, I don't watch just Dubs anime. I also watch sub anime like a lot sometimes too. Like this cooking anime, I might show off later on in the video. Naruto, it's a really good book. I really love it. I have Naruto 1, I have Naruto number 2, and I got Naruto number 3. This came in a random set of 44 that I got off of eBay, and it was all 3 in there. And, well, I was surprised myself to find it in my collection that I bought off of eBay. Uh, that's mainly where I go. Again, that's mainly where I go to get my manga is eBay or a store called Mr. K's, which you probably live by or know what it is. If you don't worry. Ask in the comments, and I'll explain what Mr. K's is. Naruto, it's basically about this kid who, before he was born, or I guess you could say created, not in a sexual way, he was a demon fox with 9 tails, like 9 tails demon fox, and he was attacking his village that he lives in the books and the TV show. He was living in the show, like he was living in the village and the book and the show. And basically, the fox murdered his teacher's family. And number 1, he murdered the teacher's family as the fox. And the fourth Hokage, which is basically the president or king of the village, basically got a baby and like shoved the fox inside of him. So he's basically like a capsule, you could say. And he put the fox in there to keep it from attacking the village. And well, basically, in the first one, he finds out about hidden ninjutsu that he's not supposed to learn about, ninjutsu like ninja powers, blah blah. Some things that he was not supposed to learn because the fourth Hokage, wrapped it all up basically and put it into a place no one knew about except one guy who was basically a spy for the village and wanted the power for evil. And Naruto got it. He learned like hidden ninjutsu that nobody else knows in the village, so he's the unique one now. After he basically showed off his power to his teacher after defending his teacher from death, he graduated because before that he was a horrible mess up, screw up, like me, and he messed up all the time in school, couldn't do anything right, and well, he didn't graduate with the others. And after his teacher was about to die from like a gigantic shuriken, like it's like super big, and it stabbed him in the back, and he almost died. Naruto came and he like did his ninjutsu crap and made like himself doppelgangers, and he beat the crap out of the spy. Basically, he beat the spy, and then later on in the book, he meets the fifth Hokage, I guess you could say, fifth Hokage's grandson. A lot of crap happens in this book. He gets shoved in a group with a girl he's a crush on. The girl has a crush on the other guy that's in the group, and not with him. They basically all work together, become great ninjas, and basically later on, far later on in the series, that's when Boruto happens, and other ones. He was a shinobi, but like in the series you might see of Naruto on Adult Swim, which is Boruto, and then Naruto Shinobi, whatever it's called. He's like a very, 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 very high ranking shinobi. And I think he's like the village was destroyed and all that. I can't really get into it because I haven't really watched much of it. I'm not really into Naruto that much. I do have the books. I plan on buying the rest of the books later on just to reread it because I've seen the whole entire show before. And a lot of people say, "Hey, this is stupid." A lot of other people say this is good. I've read the series maybe to book 12 before I started to get really into anime and manga. But I kind of bailed out for a while and started watching like Star Wars and stuff. But then I came back to the anime and manga after my friends showed me the true potential of it. Number two, I'm pretty sure this is where they start training with their master. Bunch of fighting, all cool fighting scenes and all that. A bunch of good talking to and all that. And they eventually take somebody from another village saying, "Hey, I need to go here, escort me," basically like bodyguards. They go there, tragic story, a bunch of more fighting, really good fight scenes. And number two, I really recommend reading number two because it's super good. And number three, he's there learning more things from his master, from like learning more ninjutsu from his master and all that. And he thinks he's really good and all that. And more awesome epic fighting scenes in the manga. Since I don't have number four, it basically ends off with a cliffhanger. Basically, like Sasuke, he's like the guy who Sakura had a crush on. And basically, at the end of the third book, Sasuke is like basically dead, kind of. He's not dead, but he's like basically dead in the book. And Naruto's like pissed at the end of it. I did show this off the last video of the Gunparade March, and it does have the Japanese version up here, or the Chinese version, whatever you can say what words these are. If you can translate that, if it is that good, but if it's not, translate it down in the comments below. But I did read it. I really enjoyed it. I really loved it. It's basically a love, romantic, war, mecha anime thing. It does have an anime. I haven't watched it yet, but this is a manga. I have number one of it. I don't have any other manga books of it. I am really excited to read more manga books of it. But so far, what happened in the book is that him and this guy, the guy right here has the crush on this girl, and she doesn't see it until later on in the book. And later on in the book, they do hook up. They do become boyfriend and girlfriend. But in the middle of the book, they do get together into like a mecha, like a robot with guns and all that, and they spray down like monsters. I forgot what they're called. I forgot what the monsters are called in the book. I think it's like Gorgon or something like that. Yeah, Gorgons. And they're like big balls, kind of like big ball of like meat, whatever you could say. I'm a ball of meat. But like big balls of meat with like faces on them, and they have like arms and like attack people and kill them. And apparently later, first part of the book, they died like 3 or 4 times in the simulation. And then later on, when it like came on, like real deal fighting, they won basically. They beat up a bunch of Gorgons. They killed, and all that. They had to fight some soldiers of their own because the soldiers are like, "Hey, you're weak. Everybody hates you. We're gonna beat you up and show you how real men fight." And then like beat the crap out of them basically. And then his soon-to-be girlfriend came and like kicked their butts and like basically laughed in their faces, saying that us rookies can do more stuff, or like do as good as you in fighting and all that. It's a really good book. I really do recommend it. It's, I guess you could say, not PG. It's rated 16 and up. It is rated 16 and up because there is partial nudity in the book. If you are going to read it, I suggest not reading it in front of the parents. But at least the first part, don't read it in front of the parents. It is rated 16 and up. I am saying that because after I read it, or while I was reading it, I saw some parts that might not be suited for 14 or 13 below, because I'm 15. Not that that matters, but like, I wouldn't suggest anybody 13 and 12 or 11 or blah 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 below reading this book because it does have a lot of violence. It does have some cuss words and a little partial nudity in it. I could say that for Naruto's Naruto number 1 does have, I guess you could say, partial nudity. It's not really nudity because I'm not going to explain, but you'll see if you read the book. And it does have partial nudity. It does have cussing, a lot of violence, a lot of cool fighting scenes in the book. I do recommend being at least a little bit older than like maybe teenage, like 13 to like 18, whatever your age is, as long as you're not under 13, I guess you could say, for the Naruto's when you read it, because the first one does have like, I guess, partial nudity, and this one does have partial nudity, definitely. Does have both have cuss words, both have fighting skills, a lot of blood, a lot of death, I could say. But if you are gonna read these, I guess you can read them in private, like I do. I sit in my room, sit in my bed, pop some music in, and then listen to my music while reading. Music really helps me read these books really well because these books get my interest very good. Have been watching a lot of anime on Netflix. Yes, I am a noob by watching anime on Netflix. I do so on Crunchyroll. I go on Crunchyroll for the subbed animes, and the dubbed animes I go on Netflix. And there are some subbed animes on Netflix, but not that many. I will be talking about more different mangas and animes maybe next week, because no, I guess 2 weeks from now, because I need more books to read and more animes to watch, because all my collection basically is at my mom's house because blah 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 divorce, and we're gonna have to wait a while until I can get my collection over here so I can read the books that I guess forgot to read and guess tell you about them. And I have my anime collection in my room, but like the manga, I have a lot of manga I haven't read yet in my collection. I think I've read like almost all of it, and then the rest I have read. But I can tell you, I can review the ones I have read. I can review a lot. I can put out a lot more videos as soon as I get my manga collection over here again, because I have been lately transporting my manga over to my dad's, then over my mom's, switching it so I have manga to read while I'm like at my dad's house, and I have a good way to like set it up as my vision of like what I want my collection to be. My goal of my collection was to be 10,000, but yeah, I'm up to that to 500. If you would like to support me, just pop notifications to subscribe and like my video, because hey, likes means you guys love my commentaries. But I love that you guys have to support me. I'm trying to gain enough money to get the 500 mark of manga and anime. Not both at the same time, but like combined at least 500. I have 102 or 3 or 104 things of like anime and manga combined. I think it's like 86 manga and like 12 or 13 anime DVDs, which is pretty good on my part. I have been collecting for maybe a year, but hey, it's still pretty good for my part. I did do a poll on this app I go on to talk to my friends online. I am going to put it down in the description what app it's called. Where you can go online on the computer to go to the app on the computer and then type in your make yourself an account on the computer and all that. It is out there for Android phones, iPhones, phones in general, iPads, like things you could transport everywhere with you. But it is operational on computer. There are voice chats you can join in, but not on the computer, because apparently the computer Amino apps is pretty weird. Yes, it is called Amino. I'll put it down in the description where how you can get it. I'll post a link down in the description below, and I'll say what the names of these are in the description below too, if you want to know what they are, even though I said so in the video. But I will put down below in the description what the names are called. Well, I might as well end the video here today, guys. As soon as I get more manga and anime, I will immediately get on this next video, and make use of a video on manga that I have read and the manga I'm soon to read. I really hope the review Love Hino for you guys as soon as I have it with me to have as proof, I guess you could say, if you don't believe me, to review it with you guys. I have a lot of other ones like Death Note and a lot of other mangas like that. So if you guys really like me, drop a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hope to see you guys soon. Goodbye.